Om Namo Bhagavate Vishwanandaya.
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 Om Namo Bhagavate
Avatarashishaye Namaha. Om Vishamaya Namaha. Om Devakare Samudetaye Namaha. Om Sushmatanave Namaha. Om Chinmayaya Namaha. Om Guru Murtaye Namaha. Om Sundaraya Namaha. Om Sulochanaya Namaha. Om Sumukhaya Namaha. Om Charvasaya Namaha. Om Keshavaya Namaha. Om Padambujaya Namaha. Om Andagamanaya Namaha. Om Charumardarine Namaha. Om Ramaya Namaha. Om Mandirastapakaya Namaha. Om Shivavajrakaya Namaha. Om Gayatriyajvane Namaha. Om Arpanasvikarakaya Namaha. Om Vishnu Pujakaya Namaha. Om Namo Narayane Mantrapasakaya Namaha. Om Swaramayaya Namaha. Om Madhurakantaya Namaha. Om Krishna Sankirtanarupaya Namaha. Om Stotra Priyaya Namaha. Om Vidavashine Namaha. Om Amine Namaha. Om Shiragana Visharadaya Namaha. Om Vratadaraya Namaha. Om Sarave Namaha. Om Jagatpantaya Namaha. Om Sarvalokaitaya Namaha. Om Bhakta Priyaya Namaha. Om Surdaya Namaha. Om Anukulaya Namaha. Om Neyaya Namaha. Om Sudarshanaya Namaha. Om Bhaktavatsalaya Namaha. Om Premamurtaye Namaha. Om Suvekshanaya Namaha. Om Pritivardhanaya Namaha. Om Swastidayakaya Namaha. Om Tarakaya Namaha. Om Anugrahaya Namaha. Om Vardhanaya Namaha. Om Architaya Namaha. Om Artaya Namaha. Om Siddhipradaya Namaha. Om Janardhanaya Namaha. Om Manoharaya Namaha. Om Akshaya Namaha. Om Siddheshwaraya Namaha. Om Bhasmabhushitaya Namaha. Om Atmalingaya Namaha. Om Lingachanam Prasakaya Namaha. Om Siddhi Sadanaya Namaha. Om Madhavaya Namaha. Om Omkarapasakaya Namaha. Om Sukshmaya Namaha. Om Vishokaya Namaha. Om Satvikaya Namaha. Om Samadarshine Namaha. Om Dakshaya Namaha. Om Achintyaya Namaha. Om Nirankaraya Namaha. Om Nirmohaya Namaha. Om Avyagraya Namaha. Om Chitakrodhaya Namaha. Om Vinayashilaya Namaha. Om Svavashaya Namaha. Om Kushalaya Namaha. Om Shamaya Namaha. Om Satyadharmaya Namaha. Om Nirvikalpaya Namaha. Om Niraktaya Namaha. Om Atindraya Namaha. Om Satyasandaya Namaha. Om Pavitraya Namaha. Om Advana Swabhavaya Namaha. Om Suranandaya Namaha. Om Nandanaya Namaha. Om Prasanatmane Namaha. Om Bhaktanidaye Namaha. Om Sakshaye Namaha. Om Samatmaye Namaha. Om Sadayavine Namaha. Om Haraye Namaha. Om Sutapaya Namaha. Om Saumyaya Namaha. Om Guyaya Namaha. Om Vimutatmaya Namaha. Om Gaviraya Namaha. Om Guptaya Namaha. Om Atmaramaya Namaha. Om Shivasaya Namaha. Om Devaya Namaha. Om Yudhidaraya Namaha. Om Nanyaya Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Nuratikramaya Namaha. Om Gahanaya Namaha. Om Bhagavate Namaha. Om Harisharana Margadarshakaya Namaha. Om Kutasragantakaya Namaha. Om Aviprayaya Namaha. Om Sarvamata Samadhyaya Namaha. Om Shamakata Bhavardakaya Namaha. Om Premavatara Sri Vishwananda Swamine Namaha. Ato Deva Avantuno Yato Vishnur Vichakrame
Prithivya Sapta Dhamabhihi
Idam Vishnu Vichakrame Treta Vidare Padam Samo Namasya Bhagum Sure Prini Pada Vichakrame Vishnu Lopa Atahadya
Ato Dharmani Dharayane
Vishnu Karmani Pashyatayato Vritani Pashpase Indrasya Yujasaka Tad Vishnu Paramam Padagum Sada Pashanti Suraya Divi Vachakshuratatam tadvipraso vipanyavo jagrubhagum sasamindate Vishnu yat paramam padana.
Premavattaraya vidmahe Sadgurudevaya dhimahi Tanno Vishwananda prachodayate. Om Premavattaraya vidmahe Sadgurudevaya dhimahi Tanno Vishwananda prachodayate. Om Premavattaraya vidmahe Sadgurudevaya dhimahi Tanno Vishwananda prachodayate.
Govinda.
Vakratunda Mahakaya Suryakoti Samamprabha Nirvignam Kurume Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada. Om Bhuvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat. Om Bhuvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat. Om Bhuvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat. Shri Krishna Vishnu Madhusudana Ketavare Narayana Achyuta Trivikrama Chakrapane Netadi Sarchadara Sridhara Vasudeva Gopala Krishna Haraye Tava Suprabhatam Shri Rukmini Sabhavanasha Hare Murare Radhe Sagopisa Surupa Brahmadi Vandya Shri Dvarakashaya Vaikuntapate Bhuvaneka Murte Gopala Deva Haraye Tava Suprabhatam Nina Krute Kamakarupa Varaha Murte Devi Kramaya Guhane Prabhu Rama Rama Shri Rama Krishna Yadunandana Kalki Rupa Gopala Krishna Haraye Tava Suprabhatam Govinda Madhava Mukunda Parat Paresha Damodara Chadara Nanda Kadari Shori Go Gopa Gopi Jana Samrita Dina Bandhu Gopi Jana Priya Hare Tava Suprabhatam Shri Rapchi Sai Bhujagadi Patal Pasai Sadbhaktarit Sadana Sai Ramanga Sai Shri Gopa Bhama Mridu Talpa Sukari Sai Go Gopa Vallabha Hare Tava Suprabhatam Shri Kashyapatri Sukhanarada Gotamadi Brahmarshi Sangamani Sangava Bharatesho Tishtanti Deva Tava Darshana Bhagya Hito Gopala Sekara Hare Tava Suprabhatam Mandara Jadi Tulasi Dala Malikadya He Malyani Anjali Pute Samudaharanti Tishtanti Dvatbhavatadaratale Munindraha Radha Manohara Hare Tava Suprabhatam Vedatrayam Patati Gotamakana Goyaha Gayanti Satgunagano Varada Savargaham Sankirtayanti Tava Nama Kada Visheshaham Shri Narada Nirshaya Tava Suprabhatam Govardhano Dharana Gopa Kishora Gopa Gopi Janamrita Suvesha Bhavad Vipotam Trilokya Mohana Sumangala Divya Deha Shri Rukminesha Varada Tava Suprabhatam Shri Vatsachina Sharanagata Parijata Bhaktarti Banjana Kripakara Dina Bando Nityanta Gayati Jana Priya Divya Rupa Shri Nanda Gopatanaya Tava Suprabhatam Padmaksha Padmamukha Padmadara Prameya Padmaya Yashanita Padmanivasa Shori Padmo Bhavati Surasevita Pala Padma Padmadinata Haraye Tava Suprabhatam Vrindatale Viharanaya Mahindra Vandya Gandharpa Haratina Sudesha Rupa Chandrananaya Siddha Chandana Lipna Deha Govinda Yadava Hare Tava Suprabhatam Shri Nandanandana Yashoda Kumara Dhira Mayangadina Davichona Supushpahara Nilambudaha Susharira Rama Vihara Gopala Deva Haraye Tava Suprabhatam Shri Vesridambhavati Satya Sugandhi Padra Shri Mitra Vinda Divasa Prabhu Putrika Dyahe Tishtanti Divya Bhavame Tava Sevanardam Gopi Mana Priyaye Tava Suprabhatam Shri Krishna Achyuta Ananta Mukunda Shori Radha Manohara Janardana Chakrapane Namani Divya Munayurna Nisham Vadanti Brahmi Muhurta Samaye Suprabhatam Shri Krishna Suprabhatam Ye Padhanti Maharnisham Bhuri Kritam Mahapapam Shri Krishna Graha Hetuka Ishvara Parama Krishna Satchit Ananda Vigraha Anadiyari Govinda Sarvakarana Karanam Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Chintamani Prakara Satmazukalpa Vriksha Laksha Vriteshu Surabhiya Vipalayantam Lakshmi Sahashta Sadasambrama Sevyamanam Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Everybody
Venam Kavantam Aravinda Dalaya Taksham Bharavatam Samasitam Bhuta Sundarangam Kandharpakoti Kamaniya Vishesha Shobham Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami
Alula Chandra Kala Satvana Malya Vamshi Ratna Gadam Pranaya Keli Kala Vilasham Shyamantri Bhangala Lidam Niyata Prakasham Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami
Angani Yasya Sakalendriya Vritti Manti Pashanti Panti Karayanti Chiram Jaganti Ananda Chimmaya Sadujvala Vigrasya Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami
Advaitamadhyutamanadi Manantarupam Adyam Purana Purusham Navayovanam Cha Vedeshu dhulaban adhulaban atma bhatto Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami
Pantassu koti shatavatsara sampragamyo Vayoratapi manaso muni pungavanam Sopyasyat prapada simna vichintya tarve Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami
Ekopya sura chayitum jagat andakotim Yak chakti asti jagat andachaya yad antaha Andantarasta paramanu chayantarastam Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami
Yad bhava bhavita diyo manujassa deva Samprapya rupa mahima sanayana bhushaha Shuddheyameva nigama praditestuvanti Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami
Ananda chinmaya rasa pratibhavitabis Tabiya eva nijarupataya kalabhihi Goloka eva nivasatya kilatma bhoto Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami
Premanjana churita bhakti vilochanena Santa sadeva hridayeshu vilokayanti Yashama sundaram achintya gunasvarupam Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami
Ramadi murti shukalani amena tishtam Nanavataram akarut bhuvaneshu kintu Krishna swayam samabhavat paramapumanyo Govindam adi purusham tamaham bhajami Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami
Yasya prabha prabhavato jagadanda koti Koti svashesha vasudhari vibhuti bhinam Tad brahmanishkalam anantam ashesha bhutam Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami
Maya hi yasya jagat andashatani sutte Trigunya tatvishaya veda vitaya mana Sattva valammi parasattva vishuddha sattvam Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami
Ananda chimmaya rasatmataya manasu Ya praninam pratipalam smaratam upetya Lila itena bhuvanani jayate jasram Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami
Golokanam nijadam nitale chatasya Devi mahesha haridam suteshu teshu Tete prabhavani chaya vihitaschayena Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami
Shishti pralaya sadhana shakti rekha Chayeva yasya bhuvanani viparti durga Ishana rupam abhiyasya chachesa tesa Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami
Shiram yatada divikara vishesha yoga Sandhyayatena hitata pritak asti hetuho Yashambhutanna pitata samupeti karyat Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Dipakshireva idashantaramabhyupetya Dipayate vivrita hetu samana dharma Yasragheva isha vishitaya vibhati Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Yakaranarna vajate bhajati sma yoga Nidram ananta jagat anna saroma kopaha Adhara shaktim avalambya param svamurtim Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami
Yasya ekaniva sita kala matavalambya
Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami.
Pashvanyatashma shakaleshu dijeshu tejaha Sriyam kiyat prakatayatyapi tattva atra Brahmaya isha jagadanna vidana karata Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami.
Yat pada paravayugam vinidaya kumbha Tanve pranama samaye saganada rajaha Vinam viyantum alayasya jagat pravasya Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami.
Agni mahi gagana ambu marudishascha Nalastatama manasiti jagatrayani Yasmat bhavanti vibhavanti vishanti amcha Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami.
Sakshat Shuresha Savita Sakala Grahana Raja Samasa Suramurti Rashesha Tejaha Yasyanyaya Brahmati Samrita Kala Chakro Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami.
Dharmo tapapa nichaya shutaya stapamsi Brahmadikita patagavadayascha jivaha Yatta tamatra vibhava prakata prabhava Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami.
Yasvindra Gopamata Vindra Mahosvakarma Bandhana Rupa Palabhajana Matanoti Karmani Nidati Kintu Shabakti Bhaja Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami.
Yam krodha kama sahana pranayadi viti
Vatsalya Moha Guru Gaurava Sevya Bhavahe Sanchitya Tasya Sadashim Tanuma Purete Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Govindamadi Purusham
Tamaham Bhajami. Ishvara Parama Krishna Satchit Ananda Vigraha Anadiyadi Govinda Sarvakarana Karanam Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami.
Jai Gurudev. So now is the Vedic chanting for the Divine Mother on Friday morning. You find the Sri Suktam on page 57 in the prayer book, followed by the Bhu Suktam and Nila Suktam. So this is for the forms of the Divine Mother who gives prosperity, who is the patience of Mother Earth, and who is the focus on the Lord.
Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om Hiranyavarnam Harinim Suvarna Rajatasrajan Chandram Hiranmayim Lakshmim Jatavedo Mahavaha Mahavaha Jatavedo Lakshmi Manapagamini Yasyam Hiranyam Vindeyam Yamashvam Purushanaham Ashvapurvam Vratamadhyam Hastinana Prabolinim Shriyam Devim Pakvaye Shriyarma Devi Jashatam Tam Sohositam Hiranya Prakaram Ardram Jalantim Triptam Tarpayantim Padme Stitam Padmavarnam Taviho Pakvaye Shayam Chandram Prabhasam Yashasa Charantim Shriyam Loke Devajishtam Udaram Tam Padminimim Sharanamaham Prapadye Lakshmir Menashyatam Tvam Vrane Adityavarne Tapaso Dijato Vanaspatistava Vrikshota Bilvaha Tasya Palani Tapasanudantu Mayantarayascha Vaya Alakshmi Upetu Mam Devasaka Kirtischa Manina Saha Pradurbutos mirashtresmin kirtim rittim datatu me Shutpipasam balat jyeshtam lakshmim nashayam yaham Abhutim asamrittim cha sarvan nirnudami gruad Gandhatvaram duradarsham nityapushtam karishimim Ishvarigam sarvabhutanam tamihopakvaye shayam Manasakkamamakutim vacha satyamashemahe Pashunam rupamannasya mahishi shayatam yashaha Kartamena praja bhuta mai sambhava kardama Shriyam vasayame kulen mataram padmamalinim Apastrujam tu snigdani chiklita vasame grihe Nichadevim mataram Shriyam vasayame kulen Ardram pushkarinim pushtim suvarnam hemamalinim Suryam hiranmayim lakshmim jatavedo mahavaha Ardram yakkarinim yashtim pingalam padmamalinim Chandram hiranmayim lakshmim jatavedo mahavaha Ta mahavaha jatavedo lakshmi manapagaminim Yasyam hiranyam prabhutam gavodasyo shvaham vindeyam purushanaham Yashchik prayato bhudva juhuyada jamanvaham Suktam panchadashacham cha shikamasatatam jape Padma priye padmini padmahaste padmalaye padmadalaya takshi Vishwa priye vishnumanonukole tvatpada padmam mahisannidasva Mahadete cha vidmahe Vishnupatye cha dhimahi Tando Lakshmi prachodayat Om Shanti 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 Bhumir Bhumna Dyaurvarinam Tariksham Mahitva Upastete Devyati Teknimannada Mannat Yayadade Ayango Prishnirakrami Dasanan Mataram Punaha Pitaram Chaprayan Suvaha Trigum Shattam Avirajati Vakpatangaya Shishraye Prakyasya Vahatyubihi Asya Pranatapananyandascarati Rochana Vyakyam Mahishasuvaha Yatva Kritaparu Vapamanyuna Yadavarcha Sukhalpamagne Tattava Punasto Tipayamase Yate Mangyuparup Tasya Prithivi Manudatvase Aditya Vishve Takteva Vasavasya Samaparan Manu Jyotirjashatamacham Vichinnam Yagyagam Samimam Dadatu Bruhaspatistanutamimam no Vishve Deva Ihamadayanta Medini Devi Vasundhara Syad Vasuda Devi Vasavi Brahma Varchasak Pitranagam Shotram Chakshurmanaha Devi Hiranya Garbini Devi Prasupari Sadane Satyayani Sida Samutravati Savitri Ado Devi Mayangi Mahurarani Mahuvetishta Shange Shange Yagni Yagni Vibhishani Indrapatni Vyapini Surasadidha Vayumati Jalashayani Shayam Dharaja Satyando Parimedini Shopariradam Paligaya Vishnu Patni Mahi Devi Madhavi Madhava Priyam Lakshmi Im Priyasakim Devim Namam Machata Vallabam Danudarayi Vidmahe Sarvasiddhye Cha Dhimahi Tanno Dharak Prachodayat Om Shanti 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 Nilam Devi Gam Sharanamaham Prapadye Granahi Gritavati Savitaradipatye Payasvati Raktirashano Astu Druvadisham Vishnupadnya Gura Seshana Sahasoya Manuta Brihaspatir Matarishvotavayus Sangduvana Bata Abhino Granantu Vishtambho Divo Darunav Prativya Asyeshana Jagato Vishnupatni Mahadevekcha Vidmahe Vishnupatnye Cha Dhimahi Tanno Nila Prachodayat Om Shanti 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 Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om.
Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Melitam Yena Tasme Shri Gurave Namaha. Jai Gurudev, good morning. So the story that I chose for today, surprise, is connected to Hanumanji. Actually, we have Hanuman Jayanti tomorrow, so a little bit of a sneak peek, warm-up situation. So actually the story that I wanted to share or speak about today is the story in which Hanuman went and flew to Lanka to find Sita. The verse that I found, however, from the Bhagavatam is a bit later, which is connected to where they were building the bridge itself. The section on Ram, or mentioning in connection with Hanuman specifically, is relatively small in the Bhagavatam. So I chose this verse, which is from Canto 9, Chapter 10, verse 16, which says, Bhadvo dhado raghupatir vividhadrir kutehi shetum kapindra karakampita burohongehi sugrivanila hanumat pramokker anikir lankam vibhishana dravishad agradakdham. Sukadev Goswami said, after constructing a bridge over the ocean by throwing into the water the peaks of mountains whose trees and other vegetation had been shaken off by the hands of great monkeys, Lord Rama went to Lanka to release Sita Devi from the clutches of Ravan. With the direction and help of Vibhishana, Ravan's brother and the Lord, along with monkey soldiers headed by Sugriva, Nila and Hanuman, entered Ravana's kingdom, Lanka, which had previously been burned by Hanuman. So for me, Hanuman, or as you know, Hanuman, is such a great being, and more than anything for me, he's always been such a great example. Actually, one of my first memories with Hanuman, and I know it's a bit, let's say, childish in a sense, but of course Hanuman is like the Indian version of Superman. That's why he's called Hanuman. My first memories with Hanuman actually is, we used to have these beautiful comic books back in Stephanshof, and there was actually sometimes evenings where Guruji would literally sit down and read those comic books to us kids. And actually one of them was the story of Rama. And so Guruji told us the story of Ram. So that was actually my, let's say, first connection with Hanuman. And funny enough, even sometimes when you think about it, how he is, at least for me, not directly worshipped on a daily basis, he is still always present. Like even literally, I'm Pujari for Nrsingadev, but we literally have Hanuman there, sitting on the side here. We do Abhishek to Hanuman every single day because we have the big saligam of Ram Darbar and a little extra saligam of Hanuman. I carry him with me every single day because it's the pendant that Guruji materialized for me a couple of years ago. So somehow it's not like he's on the forefront of worship, but he's still always there. And in a way, that is very much who Hanuman is, right? Hanuman is not the one that wants to be worshipped. He's the one who wants us to worship Ram. He wants us to inspire us to worship his Lord. No? He doesn't require to be worshipped or think about it. And so, of course, there's many like obvious qualities that we connect to Hanumanji, such as courage, strength, determination, humility, devotion, servitude, the example of the greatest bhakta, in a way. So in a way, I wanted to focus a little bit on the first point that I mentioned, which is courage. Because I think courage, yes, we need all the other ones. I think it's not like an isolated point. But courage is a very important point on the spiritual path. And so the question is, how do we... Because I think courage is not something that you just manifest and it's there. Maybe you might, as a personality, you might be, let's say, have tendency of being more courageous than others, but most likely that is from previous experiences, no? So I would say then that, like most other things, I would say courage is actually something that one needs to nurture and develop. It is, as many other things like discipline or whatever, it is a muscle that needs to be strengthened through experiences. And so courage is built by doing the things that you are, let's say, afraid of, no? It is not doing the things that are easy to do. It is doing the things, it is consciously choosing to do the things that you know that are uncomfortable, but that you know that need to be done. And so, of course, courage is easier. These things are easier done if you have faith. But it is also not just to make big leaps, no? Hanuman can make big leaps because he can fly, no? I think when we try to fly over the ocean to Lanka, I think we'll probably fall into the ocean very quickly after like a meter. So I think that is also a nice realization of knowing who you are or who we are and making small leaps. No? And by small leaps, you build that muscle of courage, of overcoming those little difficulties. And so when you look even at the story itself, it was not just that Hanuman just flew over to Lanka. He had actually different, let's call it obstacles, on the way to get there, right? And so these, of course, when you read the story, the obstacles, they were not actually obstacles for Hanuman, because he literally just passed those obstacles like nothing, no? And of course, I'm maybe picking out this one story and maybe hyper-analyzing the story to take some meaning from it. But I think it actually has deep meaning behind it. Because like I said, it's not just flying over, nothing happened, it's beautiful scenery, some nice ocean, and then you get to Lanka. There was actually 3 obstacles. So the first one was Mainak Mountain. And so the second one, I just list all of them. The second one was the demoness Surasa, and the third one was Simaka. So the mountain, Mainak, is where he tried to encourage him to take rest, to take a rest in between and then keep on flying. The second one was Surasa, which gave him a challenge, a quiz to test his intelligence, otherwise he would not be able to pass. And the third one was Simeka, which, depending on the story, stole his shadow, or in some way challenged him, let's put it like this. So the first one, I would say you could connect it obviously to Tamas Guna, but it is a very difficult or very common obstacle on the spiritual path, which is complacency, laziness, one that Guruji criticizes very often. And so, like I said, for Hanuman, it was none of those 3 obstacles were actually tests, because his focus is already completely fixated on Shriram and on his duty, on his what he has to do, right? But for us, I think those obstacles are much more difficult, because our awareness, our self-awareness, and our determination for our duty is not that strong, that we have to do whatever it takes to be the instrument for Shriram. And so one of the first obstacles that we have, or most common obstacles we have, is laziness or complacency. And that doesn't just mean, I'm going to rest and lie down or sleep the whole day today. No, it's the little complacencies that we have in our life to overcome, where we tend to procrastinate from situations, from looking at changing certain things in our life, for changing certain qualities or things that we need to change. Or even if it's let's say, more practical things that we have, where we just choose not to have the difficult, maybe, conversation that we need to have with that person and that person, not because we don't know that we need to have it, but because we just choose not to, because it's more comfortable not to. And so that is also those little choices of just doing what we know we have to do. And so that some of first obstacle represents that aspect of laziness and complacency. And I would say the first reason, or the biggest reason actually, for us to be complacent or lazy is more often than not lack of motivation or lack of understanding that we need to do the things that we need to do, but it's the natural tendency of human beings to do our absolute best to avoid discomfort. It is simply that, I would say. It's that we try whatever we possibly can to avoid discomfort. No? So the second one is the test of intelligence. And we know that it is extremely important to acquire knowledge. No? Even when Krishna speaks about knowledge in the Gita, he displays it as the fire that cures, that is the medicine, no? That is the cure for the ignorance that we have in our mind. Knowledge is not obviously the knowledge of the book that we just read, but it's the inner understanding of who we are in truth. We could say, yes, we are not this body, we are the soul. We have this spiritual knowledge, but is the understanding actually there? And when we say, yes, we are the soul, do we actually understand what the soul is? No? Yes, the soul, 15:7 in the Bhagavad Gita, is a fraction of myself. Do we really understand that? And so, for me, what this test, let's say, from Hanuman here shows, the second test, is, first of all, are we willing to really go deep into this path that we have chosen? So in one way, it is to really dive into that knowledge, to dive into that knowledge outside and inside of ourselves. And at the same time, it also represents one thing that I would say comes up in most spiritual seekers, if not all, is doubt. When one goes on the spiritual path, we tend to become hyper conscious or hyper aware of many things, and especially we start to become conscious of the inner workings of our mind. And so we, especially when things start to go not the way that we wanted, the first thing that always comes up is doubt. And so there arises the question of what is it that we choose to listen to? Is it the analysis of our mind, the things that, the reasonings that our mind starts to bring up? Because the truth is also that our mind is not stupid. Our mind is also very intelligent. And the way that it works, it is very easy sometimes for the mind to give rational reasonings for why you should not do certain things. Why you should not go to the temple in the morning and pray. Why you should not because rationally, I did not get enough sleep last night. No? Just a stupid example. But there's many, of course, more deeper things that we know that come up where doubts can very much bring you away from the spiritual path itself, to deviate from the root cause that we have is to serve the Lord and to find back to our ultimate goal. The third one, I find like an interesting one, is this fight or this stealing of the shadow. And so the first two, you could say, of course, the mountain he just passed, the test of intelligence he passed, but the third demon he actually killed. No? He had to fight and defeat this demon. And so the story is that she, as she's called like the demon of the shadow, she steals the shadows of people. And so I took it in a sense that it is that last step, that third one before reaching Lanka, is the giving up of the ego and the identity of who we believe we are, in just approximating to the Supreme Lord so much that nothing else exists. Not like the saints, they whether it's Kabir or others, they say, or who is Tukka? Not Tukaram. Who is Tukka? Who is Tukka? There's only Shiram. Where you come so close to him, it is not that we dissolve in him, but we come so close to him that there's nothing else that he can see. And so for that, we have to give up our ego identity, our self-identity, to be able to forget about who we are, because there's only Him that we can see. And so that, in a way, brings me to the last point that I wanted to make about this Leela, this story, is the understanding of where do we put our energy, or where do we choose our battles. And so I had this understanding a while ago where for many years I always had this intention that you have to figure out the root cause of problems and then solve the problems. But then I was confronted with some problems where after years I was still sitting in my room thinking, what is the root cause of this problem? I don't know what is the cause of it. And so I ended up just having the problem without finding the cause. And so I decided consciously to not care about the problem, but to rather think of Him. That's why maybe I started to get annoying, but for a while I was always quoting chapter 2, verse 59, because there's for me, such an important verse that Krishna gives, is that simply by abstaining from sense object, the attachment to them is not removed. It is still there, right? But as Krishna says, upon seeing the Lord, param drishtva nirvartate, upon seeing the Lord, those attachments are naturally removed. They are naturally removed because when you see Him, what else is important? When you see Him, what else could be more beautiful, more attractive than Him? Nothing. And so, as he says, those attachments are naturally removed. It doesn't sound like a fight. It literally just drops off because your focus is so much on Him that you literally forget about everything else. And so whether you have big problems or not, whether you solve those problems or not, becomes irrelevant because He solves them for you. Because there might be some deep samskaras or deep things or deep attachments which I connect with this last obstacle in a way. Our deep attachment, you could say, is our shadow that we cannot get rid of. No. Is that He removes it for you. Because in the end of the day, yes, there are certain things that we need to tackle consciously and work them out. But I would say there is always these two ways on how to solve problems. The one is to solve it head on. The one is simply just to remember what we are here for and allow Him to solve it for you if you realize that actually it is not in your power to solve it. Right? And so the one thing that it for me always comes back to is the relatively easiest thing that we can do is just think of Him. Put all our energy, all our cards on Him and then see what happens. I guess because when we put our faith, our trust, our focus, our energy and our love in Him, we have to have faith that He will make everything work out also. No? Because when you surrender to Him, you have to also surrender to His will, right? And that takes tremendous amount of courage. And that for me is Hanuman, is that courage, is that strength. When Shri Ram re-enters or comes back to Ayodhya, he comes with his entourage. Of course, it's Sita and Lakshman, but there's also others who came to meet him. Like Bharat, as soon as they would hear that Ram comes, they ran to meet him in the forest. And then they returned to Ayodhya. And so there's different characters doing different things as he was walking into Ayodhya. And the one who was carrying the umbrella for Shri Ram was Hanuman. And so he was carrying the white umbrella, which is the sign of protection. Umbrella is this idea that the Lord, once we enter under His shadow, His protection, His umbrella, there is nothing that can harm you. And so, I wish for all of us that Hanuman gives us the grace of having the strength and courage to let go of everything that distracts us and surrender only to Him. Like He has given the example throughout His life, sacrificing even His own maybe comfort of sorts, of being with the Lord Himself, and choosing rather to stay here to support the devotees of the Lord to come to Him, rather than being with Him Himself, which is such a great sacrifice in a way, no? Jai Gurudev.
Namaste Narasimhaya, Namaste Narasimhaya, Namaste Narasimhaya, Namaste Narasimhaya, Namaste Narasimhaya, Pralada Lada Daine, Hiranyakashipu Vakshaha, Shilatanka Nakalaye.
Namaste Narasimhaya, Radha Hiranyakashipu Vakshaha, Shilatanka Nakalaye.
Namaste Narasimhaya, Namaste Narasimhaya, Oh Namaste Narasimhaya,
Namaste Narasimhaya,
Ito Nashimho Parato Nashimho, Yato Yato Yamitato Nashimho, Bahi Nashimho Hridaye Nashimho, Nashima Adim Sharanam Prapade.
Nashimho Parato Nashimho, Yato Yato Yamitato Nashimho, Bahi Nashimho Hridaye Nashimho, Nashima Adim Sharanam Prapade.
Namaste Narasimhaya,
Namaste Narasimhaya,
Oh Namaste Narasimhaya,
Namaste Narasimhaya,
Tava Kara Kamala Hare Nakam Adhuta Shiga, Lalita Hiranyakashipu Dano Brigam Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare. Everybody.
Tavakara Kamala Hare Nakama Bhuta Shika, Lalita Hiranyakashipu Danu Brigam
Keshavadrita
Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare, Jai Jagadisha Hare, Jai Jagadisha Hare.
Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa Jaya Jagadisha Hare, Jaya Jagadisha Hare, Jaya Jagadisha Hare.
Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare, Jai Jagadisha Hare, Jai Jagadisha Hare.
Oh, bolo Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa Jaya Jagadisha Hare. Hare, Jaya Jagadisha Hare. Swarupa Jayo Prahlad Maharaj.
Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Bhakta Swarupa Jayo Prahlad.
Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev.
Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev.
Sri Vishwananda Gurudev, 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 Sri Vishwananda Gurudev.
Vishwananda Gurudev, 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 Shri Vishwananda Gurudev.
Gurudev, Gurudev, Shri Vishwananda Gurudev. Shri Vitala Giridhari, Pararamane Namaha. Shri Vitala Giridhari,
Parabrahmane Namaha.
Shri Vitala Giridhari, Parabrahmane Namaha.
Shri Vitala Giridhari, Parabrahmane Namaha.
Shri Vitala Giridhari, Parabrahmane Namaha. Shri
Vitala Giridhari, Parabrahmane Namaha.
Shri Vitala Giridhari, Parabrahmane Namaha.
Shri Vitala Giridhari, Parabrahmane Namaha.
Ramanuja, Ramanuja, Mangala Mangala me. Yatiraja Ramanuja, Mangala Mangala me.
Ramanuja, Ramanuja, Mangala Mangala me. Yatiraja Ramanuja, Mangala Mangala me.
Yatindraya Karunakaraya, Mangala Mangala me.
Yatindraya Karunakaraya, Mangala Mangala me.
Prapati Dharne Karataya, Mangala Mangala me.
Bhakti Dharma Karataya, Mangala Mangala me.
Ramanuja, Ramanuja, Mangala Mangala me. Yatiraja Ramanuja, Mangala Mangala me.
Ramanuja, Ramanuja, Mangala Mangala me. Yatiraja Ramanuja, Mangala Mangala me.
Shaligrama Pratishtitaya, Mangala Mangala me.
Shaligrama Pratisthitaya, Mangala Mangala me.
Dandanayine Godagrajaya, Mangala Mangala me.
Srinandadari Gorajaya, Mangala Mangala me.
Ramanuja, Ramanuja, Mangala Mangala me. Yatiraja Ramanuja, Mangala Mangala me.
Ramanuja, Ramanuja, Mangala Mangala me. Yatiraja Ramanuja, Mangala Mangala me.
Rangesha Kenkajarataya, Mangala Mangala me.
Rangesha Kenkarataya, Mangala Mangala me. ऋषि गाता ओम जय लक्ष्मी माता दुर्गा रूप निरंजन सुख संपत्ति दाता मैं सुख संपत्ति दाता जो कोई तुमको ध्यावत जो कोई तुमको ध्यावत रिद्धि सिद्धि धन पाता ओम जय लक्ष्मी माता तुम पाताल निवासिनी तुम ही शुभदाता मैं तुम ही शुभदाता कर्म प्रभाव प्रकाशिनी कर्म प्रभाव प्रकाशिनी भवनिधि की त्राता ओम जय लक्ष्मी माता जिस घर में तुम्हारा हित सब सद्गुण आता मैं सब सद्गुण आता सब संभव हो जाता मन नहीं घबराता ओम जय लक्ष्मी माता तुम बिना ज्ञान होते वासन कोई पाता मैं वासन कोई पाता कान पंकज बाबा कान पंकज बाबा सुम तुमसे आता ओम जय लक्ष्मी माता सुंदर क्षीरोदय जाता मैं क्षीरोदय जाता रात चतुर्दश तुम बिन रात चतुर्दश तुम बिन कोई नहीं पाता ओम जय लक्ष्मी माता महालक्ष्मी जी की आरती जो कोई जन गाता मैं जो कोई जन गाता गुरुनानंद समाता गुरुनानंद समाता पाप उतर जाता ओम जय लक्ष्मी माता ओम जय लक्ष्मी माता जय जय लक्ष्मी माता तुमको निश दिन सेवक तुमको निश दिन सेवक हर विष्णु विधाता ओम जय लक्ष्मी माता ओम जय लक्ष्मी माता जय जय लक्ष्मी माता तुमको निश दिन सेवक तुमको निश दिन सेवक हर विष्णु विधाता ओम जय लक्ष्मी माता ओम जय लक्ष्मी माता जय जय लक्ष्मी माता तुमको निश दिन सेवक तुमको निश दिन सेवक हर विष्णु विधाता ओम जय लक्ष्मी माता त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देवगुणा त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्युर्मा अमृतं गमय ओम शांति 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 लोका समस्ता सुखिनो भवन्तु लोका समस्ता सुखिनो भवन्तु लोका समस्ता सुखिनो भवन्तु ओम शांति 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 श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरि ओम प्रेम से बोलो श्री लक्ष्मी नारायण भगवान की श्री भूतभृतेश्वरनाथ सिंह भगवान की बोलो राधा कृष्ण कन्हैया लाल की श्री मावता कृ बाबा जी की श्री रमनोजाचार्य की प्रेम से बोलो सत्सुदेव श्री स्वामी विश्वानंद महाप्रभु की ओम क्लीं कृष्णाय गोविंदाय गोपी जन्मवल्लभाय पराय परम पुरुषाय परकर्म मंत्र यंत्र तंत्र औषधि शस्त्राणि सम्राय सम्राय मृत्यो मोक्षाय मोक्षाय ओम नमो भगवते महासुदर्शनाय दिव्य ज्वलप्रदाय स्वादिक्षमाहुपत परस्मै परब्रह्मणे परमज्योतिषे स्वाहा ओम शांति 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 श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः Jai Jai Shri Radhe, Jai Jai Shri Radhe, Jai Jai Shri Radhe Krishna. Venkatramana Govinda, Gopika Jivana Smaranam Govinda, Bhaktavatsala Govinda, Kundalika Varade, Eknatanam Dev, Golopannarinatha Maharaj ki, Rukmini Maharani ki, Samasta Bhakta Mandali ki, Alvab Impermanat Nirvarika Dev, Sharanam.